Good day, YouTube. I hope everyone is doing well. Today on the channel, we have CEX haul, so let's go. All right, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, like I said, we've got a CEX haul. Um, what I'm trying to do over the next, period of time moving forward is try and do a CEX haul every couple of weeks. No more than 10 movies. Um, Try and mix it up, a few DVDs, a few Blu-rays, just go to one store and just kind of pick up what I can and, just bit by bit and add it into the collection, some shelf fillers, some newer titles, a little bit more obscure if I can find anything like that. But yeah, we'll come back and I'll show you them, tell you if I've seen them or not seen them, and yeah, just kind of go through that. Today we have 10, which, like I said, is just going to be the max that I'm going to pick up in any of these hauls. But yeah, I'll go through them, let you know which ones I have seen, which ones I haven't, and if I haven't seen them, kind of what maybe you want to pick them up. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have seen them, what you think of them. A couple of them were very interesting because I didn't think CEX did movies like this, so maybe something to look out for, maybe store by store. But yeah, we'll go through them and let's see what you think and let's see what I picked up. So first one is Blue Velvet. So the David Lynch movie. So recently I've watched Twin Peaks. So I've seen the first two seasons. I've got Fire Walk With Me to watch, and then the final season, and then whatever extras and bits and bobs that I need to pick up kind of on that. But Twin Peaks, also being David Lynch, kind of got me thinking into more the movies that he's done as well. There's Eraserhead, there's Mulholland Drive, and a few more. So I want to try and pick up more of his movies because with Twin Peaks, I really enjoyed the kind of non-certainty in terms of what was going on. You kind of had an answer of what was happening, and then the script changed. And I just want to make sure that the movies kind of follow similar patterns or they're different patterns. But this one I've heard about it is quite entertaining, and Carl McLaughlin is in it, and I really enjoyed him in Twin Peaks. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Really good cast: Carl McLaughlin, Isabella Rossellini, Dennis Hopper, Laura Dern. So yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. But the first one picked up was Blue Velvet. Next one is a new watch, so not one I've seen, well, not this version anyway. So this is The Omen. This is the 2006, I think, remake, with Julia Stiles, Liev Schreiber, Mia Farrow, Michael Gambon. I've not seen, I mean, the original was just creepy back in the days, the original film. I don't think I've seen 2 or 3 either, so I may have an Omen weekend. I might just go through all 4 of them, just check them all out and just try and bat them out in one go. I mean, it is marked as something that's more terrifying than the original. I get the feeling like with movies made back in the kind of 70s and 80s, I think Omen was from the 70s, could be wrong. They base movies more on fear than gore and whatever else you see in these kind of days movies. Just go back to many 70s movies, there's just not a lot of gore. It's more fear, intensity, the music scores and stuff like that. That's what kind of made those movies so much memorable. So I'll be curious to see kind of what happens here. But again, I'm going to go through them from the originals 1, 2, 3, and then to this one, and just see how they differ. I may review all 4 of them and just kind of come back and let you know what my thoughts were. But yeah, if you've seen the remake, let me know what you think. But this is the 2006 version of The Omen. Next one is one I have seen and I absolutely love, and I feel like it's super, super underrated, just to the point where it's sitting in a £1 section. It's Road to Perdition. Tom Hanks, Paul Newman, Jude Law, gangster style movie. Just super, super good. Tom Hanks is phenomenal in this. He plays like He plays a gangster who's kind of the lead gangster for a main boss, Paul Newman, and he goes on a job, and his 12-year-old son kind of sneaks into the ride with him and sees what happens. And now they're on the run from his boss, and Jude Law, who's kind of the one who's been chosen to take out Tom Hanks and his son. The movie is phenomenal, really, really good, really gritty, really dark. Um, Tom Hanks in kind of a role that you don't really see him in, just very, very dark, um, but it's phenomenally good and like seriously, seriously underrated. If you have not seen this, do check it out because I highly, highly recommend it. Sam Mendes directed this. Um, yeah, very, very good. Really, really good. Yeah, Road to Perdition. With it being Halloween season, one I was worried that why I didn't have it in the collection, but the original Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. This movie's just fun. It really is super, super fun. Yeah, real estate agent guy, Eddie Murphy doing Eddie Murphy things, cracking jokes when he shouldn't be. But yeah, there's not much I can say about this movie. I feel a lot of people have seen this. I haven't seen the new one though. I've heard up and down about it, but I will check it out eventually. But this one's a classic, Haunted Mansion. So, Jaws. Well, Jaws 2, 3 and The Revenge. Picked up in a bundle together. I don't think I've seen all of these either. I've seen 2, which I didn't mind. I found that enjoyable. 3 I haven't seen yet, and I haven't seen The Revenge. 1 obviously will never be touched because of how good it is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking these out. I do enjoy a good shark movie. I enjoy a bad shark movie. And I really enjoy very, very bad shark movies. But that sounds so wrong. But yeah, this is one. I've seen the second one, which I think follows on from the first one. But yeah, I do want to see the third and Revenge just to kind of see what they're really like. You kind of hear stories about how bad movies are, but yeah, it's worth checking them out. Yeah, I might even have a Jaws weekend. We'll see. We'll try and plan these out because I can watch them all in one go and just kind of go from there. But we'll see, yeah. So Jaws 2, 3 and Revenge. The next one is another one in the kind of category of movies that get hate, but I feel like people take them too seriously. That's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I had so much fun with this. Just silly, silly fun. And so I watched an interview with the director on a channel run by my friend Aaron, who's also on YouTube. I'll link his details below. And they talked about the shoestring budget that they worked on for this movie. And you can see it. You can absolutely see it, like with the mask, with the setup, and kind of with what they worked with. I feel like they did a good enough job. It's a slasher, you know. It's not meant. I don't feel slashers are meant to be taken seriously. They're just there for blood, gore, and that's it really. And this one kind of did what it needed to do. Pooh and Piglet just going on rampages, killing people. What more do you want in a movie? The second one you can definitely see was a lot better in terms of a higher budget. They had a lot more to work with. Yeah, this is fun. I had fun with this. Not everyone will like it. Not everyone did like it. But yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Orphan. I cannot remember if I've seen this. The name rings a bell, but I'm not 100% sure. So I will check this one out again, but it looks creepy, and I remember seeing either a trailer of it somewhere or something about it, but it's supposed to be super creepy. So let me know if it is right in terms of what I'm thinking of this movie, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm looking forward to checking it out. Like I said, these are the kind of movies that I want to pick up. Just kind of little gem movies that I've just forgotten about in the collection. I can just get them added into the DVDs, and if I can find the Blu-rays cheap, then add them into that collection as well. But yeah, I don't remember if I've seen this. Let me know if it's any good in the comments below. But Orphan. Speaking of movies that did creep me out, and did enjoy, was Hereditary. This is super spooky. this I really did enjoy. Um, and again, it's another one of them where I don't understand why I didn't have it in the collection. Maybe I did a little while back, and then kind of went through a phase of getting rid of things and not sure if I wanted to keep a physical media collection. But now we're 100% all in. Um, yeah, this is kind of where we're going to go from here. So this was super creepy, super fun, and it does mess with your head a little bit. I had fun with this, but yeah, Hereditary. Now I did mention earlier that a couple of the movies that I weren't sure CEX did stuff like this and whether it is store by store. I've always been under the impression that CEX never took sealed titles, and I've been told this by CEX multiple times before as well. So I don't know if it's a thing they've started doing now. Like I feel like they're a lot more relaxed in terms of what they're taking in when it comes to lower priced items like £1, £2, £3. I know things that up to, I think it's £4 or £5, they just leave the discs in the box itself. So again, I don't know whether that's a store by store thing. A couple of the stores near me, they do that. They just leave, if it's up to a certain amount, I think £4 or £5, they'll just leave, in terms of cost, selling value, they just leave the discs in the box and they don't just kind of put them at the back. I didn't know they started taking sealed titles. But yeah, I had a conversation with somebody earlier, not a conversation, but a comment. I think it might have been Roy. He was talking about westerns that he picked up, and I said that I started getting into westerns slowly, and yeah, we have a couple here. So we've got Fistful of Dollars and For a Few Dollars More, both Clint Eastwood, both by Sergio Leone. I've never seen these, so I'm curious to check them out. I know there's a trilogy going around, and I don't know whether these. Oh, The Man with No Name. Here we go. It's really trademark. I don't know what order they go in, so I'll have to research that because I think there's another movie missing from this. But yeah, these are still brand new, still sealed. I'm never going to say no to sealed movies. Even if it is CEX, I'm just going to. There's very little chance that they're going to be damaged. The disc is going to be damaged on the inside. So both are 2 discs. Like, it can't go wrong. Like, in my book, just cannot go wrong. I think as I'm getting older, I'm starting to venture into movies that are back in the day. I say back in the day, but I started watching a lot more 60s and 70s. I started watching because it was more the slasher horror kind of period, but more going back to the 60s black and white movies and westerns I want to start getting into. So when I saw these on the shelf, I was like, yeah, 100%. But I'm convinced there's a third one, and I need to get hold of it. I need to figure out what order they go in. But yeah, I'll get to that. This was $1 for $3 more, which is this. Yeah, let me know if you know there's a third one in this that I should be picking up. But yeah, 2 Clint Eastwood movies. I don't mind Clint Eastwood. I've seen a few of his movies, but from kind of late down the road. Like Gran Torino is still an absolute classic to me. It's just superb. But yeah, I want to try and get into a lot more of the older style movies. But yeah, these two, for a few dollars more and a fistful of dollars. That's it. That is the lot for today's CEX haul. So 10 movies. Yeah, really happy to add them in. Like I said, a few that are new into the collection that I've never seen, a few that I have seen, and for some reason I didn't have them in the collection. But yeah, let me know what you thought about those, and let me know about the Western at the end. But yeah, we'll go into that. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, great weekend ahead, and yeah, look after yourselves. The world is a horrible place. Let's just spread some kindness into it. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.